So businesses create a business plan when they are just starting up, so a startup business, and also established businesses create a business plan if they're planning on expanding or growing or have new products, and for those reasons. So those are the two occasions when businesses usually write a business plan. So a business plan is basically a document which helps a business explain how it intends to achieve its aims. It helps the business identify the market, so your target customers. One way of doing this is to perform a SWOT analysis. So have a look at the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats to your business. It helps you identify the resources that you need. So number one, human resources like the staff that you'll need, and two, the resources like the raw materials you might need. So if you make pizzas, for example, where will you buy your dough? Where will you buy your ingredients? So it helps you identify the resources. What's also important is it helps you identify the amount of finance you will need, and if you get that finance, what are you going to spend it on? And of course, it allows a business to set its aims and objectives. These are sometimes done using SMART targets. So a good example of a SMART target, for example, is to achieve sales of 200 pairs of shoes per month by the end of February. So a specific and measurable target. Your aims and objectives don't have to be SMART, but it's much better if they are. So linked to what we've just said, a way of remembering all of these things that a business plan will have is this mnemonic here, the pound sign followed by CHLORIC. So a good business plan will contain the following elements. It will have lots of detail about finance. Now I'm coming to that on the next slide. It will talk about your competitors. Who is your competition? What companies are you competing against? What other businesses provide the same services and goods as you do? Human resources. So what staff will you need? How many? Will they be on salaries? Will they be on an hourly wage? What will their jobs be? What will their roles and responsibilities be? So number three, human resources. Number four, the location of your business. If you have to rent a property or a shop or a warehouse, where will it be? What will the rent be? If your business trades online, that would be part of the location section as well. Next up is your aims and objectives. We've talked about these. So some SMART targets for you, what you actually want to achieve. Resources. So are you going to need computers for your office? Are you going to need, raw materials for your business? What machinery will you need? What equipment will you need? Of course, you have the basic business idea. That's usually the first part of the business plan, what your business intends to do. And finally, some details about your customers or your target market. A strong business plan will do market research to work out exactly who you are trying to sell your products and services to. So your customers. CHLORIC, question mark. Now, the really important thing about a business plan is that it's usually used to secure some form of financing from potential investors, whether that is an angel investor, a venture capitalist company, or whether it's for friends and family who might be lending you money, or maybe you're going to try and get a loan from the bank. But the idea of a business plan is that it contains so much detail and is so thorough that it will help you secure finance from potential investors. This means then that the details you give about your finances have to be very thorough. So you have to give projected or forecasted sales figures, costs, profit. So in the first 3 months, what do you forecast your profit to be? What do you forecast your sales to be? What do you envisage that your costs will be? So how much rent will you pay? How much will you pay in staffing, wages and salaries, human resources costs? You have to have a lot of financial analysis, forecasts and projections in a business plan so that potential investors can see that the business will be profitable, and if it's the bank, that they can see that you'll be able to repay the loan. So when you're looking at a business plan and evaluating it, i.e., is it any good? Is it effective? Talk the talk, use the right language. A strong business plan will help a business convince potential backers or investors that the business can be profitable. It will ensure that the business will secure financing. It will ensure that the business's owners understand the aims and objectives. It will ensure that the business has set realistic targets for itself. And all of these things together, a good, solid, effective business plan will hopefully improve the chances of the business being success and reduce the chances of failure.